I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time, one more time. I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time. Next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Can I get up next to you? Up in the middle with the night texting you. Skies looking clear for the night, set for two. Gotta mix a Henny with the Sprite, set the mood, set the mood, set the mood. Yeah, you're nice. You can have my heart, just name the price. Trying to get a grip, you became my vice. Need a piece of your love if you save the slice. Okay, should come around my way. I've been trying to make you pay. That's just something I should say. I'm like, okay, should come around my way. I've been trying to make you pay. That's just something I should say. And I'm like, I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time. Next to you. 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 waiting for the song. 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 Go down, go down, go down, go down. Waiting for the song. Waiting for the song. Waiting for the song.
me that you'll be there tonight. Tell me everything is alright. Tell me everything is alright. Tell me everything is alright. Tell me that you don't wanna fight. Tell me that you'll be there tonight. Tell me everything is alright. Tell me everything is alright. Tell me. Tell me everything is alright.
doesn't roll it over the top, but I think he knows that from behind, Van Alst, Harris, Planthrow are going to take the roll through speed. Everybody's just anticipating perhaps that, or maybe at this point they know it's a heads-up sprint.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to come down in this group of 10. Ollie Jones, perfectly ridden so far. I'm back at him with a K to go. We haven't mentioned his name, and that's always a really good sign. This is the original finish. Everyone still thinking we need to launch. No, still a kilometre to go. Is there going to be a late attack? K to go, come on, there's got to be more racing, and it is. Plantero makes a move. Who's going to be one? Who's going to want to shut that down with only 800 meters to go?
Nobody's responding. He's gone. He's got 2 seconds. It's 7.7 watts per kilogram at this point. Everybody says enough is enough. He uses his drafting power up. What's that gonna? I mean, if he's doing something, looking for something to work for him here at this point, 6.5 watts per kilogram. I think Mikael has done this. We've seen him do it before. We saw him do it in London. Ollie Jones now starts to ramp things up, though, and perhaps Ollie Jones, with a teammate out there from Coalition, says, okay, we've got to ramp this up at 6 seconds, though, with a downhill sprint. I'm not sure that they're going to close this down. Lots of draft power-ups. Those are a little bit early, actually. Van Alst now opens up, knowing that it's now or never to bring back Planthero, but Planthero, it looks like, may have done it. It's downhill to a finish line. Mikael, Steven Kirchmer, though, kicking up into 14 watts per kilogram. They've got him within sight. It's only 157 meters for the win, and I think Mikael has done it. Mikael Planthero has pulled off what seemed to be the impossible. The win goes to Hexagon. Mikael Kaminsky for second. What a move. The race of attrition pulled it off. Mikael Planthero, Hexagon. That's amazing.
What a move. Time to perfection. We were waiting, weren't we? We were waiting for that perfectly timed attack. And Mikael, what a move. 800 meters to go. He got the gap. He used that draft power up to everything he could. Wasn't making much difference when he's all on his own. But what a move. Finishing off 1.5 seconds to Kaminsky. Yeah, brilliant. Well-deserved win from Plantero.
Ed Laverick looking to come across the line in just a moment. Johan Noren just ahead of him, finishing out in 11th place. Ed Laverick, solid job by him, going to be finishing out in 12th. This is for the top 20 or so, maybe top even 15. It's going to be Joe Perot, your current series leader, sprinting it out there. Perot trying to come across the line ahead of Perrin, but Perrin going to take it down, it looks like, for that group. Behind him, it's going to be Joe Lewis rolling across the line, and it looks like with nothing left in the legs. Nicky Hug, Johannes Hayden, and then Severa there, it looks like Nicola. Hayden Pucker in 22nd. It's going to be Ben Meir in 23rd. Arnie Jacobs here now rolling through in 24th. I think Marcus Duvall perhaps at the front of this group, perhaps, or just a little ways up from this. Actually just going to cross the finish line solo for Nut Esports, but that's some good team points, isn't it, John?
Yeah, again, it is all about the team, so it'll be interesting to see when we get all the stats. They'll be working flat out, trying to figure out who's scored the most points. But what a race that was. You can see the damage that was done on the grade KOM. Just groups, small groups coming in. We started with 99 riders all together, and now groups of 7, 8, here, there, and everywhere, all over the road of Watopia.
Paniza trying to pull off also the sprint of attrition, unable to do so, gets overtaken by the group, and it will be Kayan, followed up by Freyet, Junto Honda, Jeffrey Moror, and then Matthew DeCook. Just there, Andrew Buffington coming across the line. We saw some early moves from him, getting a top 30 result, among best in the world, as looks like Moritz Richter and Jerry Erickson here battling it out for your top 40. Now, just a reminder, everybody, an hour 20 is the cutoff for anyone in this race to get a result. And so, Holden Canoe is somewhere out on course looking to have that finish up within that cutoff. So, we'll be watching for that as the show goes on out here today. As it's going to be a tight, I'm wondering if it's going to be a tight one, John, because the reality is this is a tough course But I think a rider like Holden most likely will find some support out there from some of the other riders to finish that up within the time cut.
Yeah, and it's almost just making sure it's a consistent effort for Holden Mayer up towards the back. It's almost riding within himself on the grade KOM, do what you can, and then for the rest of the course then you're trying to ride in zone 3, zone 4, just to make sure you ride in place and limit your time loss wherever you can. Because obviously when you're on your own, compared with a big group, even that group of 10 at the front, the speed that a group goes is so much faster than a solo rider.
Well, your top 60 have come across the line out to 63 now. Daniel Benindetti is going to be the next, followed by Alexander Zanya. Niall Beatty, good to see him out there as well for restart coming across the line. And then we do have, there's still plenty of points to be scored for the riders, for the teams as well, as we do take a look here at Benjamin Brignaw. Rolling on in David Kowalski just behind him, about 10 seconds back, but I think that Benjamin's going to pull this off and take up Zorkland, Christopher Anderson, and Jean-Michel Lachance. We saw him early on making some moves. He's going to be coming in. You can see the level, though, that's at the front, the 5-minute gap to be out from here. But, a lot of these riders here, this may not be their wheelhouse. It may not be their talent when it comes to the Zwift World Series. This is definitely a climber's forte out here, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. You can see the best climbers came to the front, 10 of the best in the world, and they made that race so difficult for everyone else behind, especially one of those tough days. It's almost in a way, when you're really off the pace, if you're 5 minutes down, you know that it wasn't a massive issue. You're not too disappointed with yourself. But when you're a minute or so behind, you think, oh, maybe I could have just squeezed a little bit more out, made sure I made that split. You're almost kicking yourself all the way to the finish.
That the way that things really popped off, from the get-go, I was a little bit surprised actually, John, that right from the get-go we saw 6 watts per kilogram, 7 watts per kilogram, and then, but the risks that we saw them taking out there, it kind of made sense now that the race is over. You can see why some of these riders wanted to try and get that gap initially, but there's also the reality that this is a situation where you can individually qualify for the Zwift World Series, but there's teams that are trying to get riders qualified so that they can play those team tactics out. And if you do get riders qualified, it gives you a pretty big advantage here as a team, doesn't it?
Exactly. You want to make it as hard as possible for all your other competitors. Some riders might have just been out here to make it as difficult all the way into the grade KOM. Didn't care about anything else. They just needed to get there, make it as fast and aggressive as possible, and then the rest, leave your climbers to the hard work on the climb. But you saw how exciting it was early on. Riders weren't hanging around. No one was scared of what was coming up. And that made such a big difference to why we had such a fast race today.
Well, I think we do have results. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. And it is going to be Miguel Palantero pulls it off with, I think it was about a K to go that he made that move. Nobody responded. Takes the win in 1 hour and 3 minutes and 42 seconds. And then it's going to be Mikael Kaminsky with the sprint for the group for the minor placings. Martin Mertens followed up by Josh Harris. Nice result there for Josh, and Ollie Jones in 5th. Jasper Perrin in 6th, followed up by Stephen Kurtzmer, Daniel Turek, Stefan Van Elst, and Gel Power. That is your top 10. Prize money today does run down through the top 10.
Couldn't have been any better. A group of 10 that went up the road, made that selection. See how good they are all there. Turek, leader, team leader for Next Esports. Then you can see the group behind. Noren in 11th place, and he was 41 seconds down. That selection of 10 riders is huge. Ed Lavrak in 12th, and then the sprint from a group for Lionel Vujerson, Thomas Perrin, Joe Perrott, our series leader coming into today, Zach Neer in 16th, Joel Lewis 17th, Nick Hug in 18th, Breeding in 19th, and finish up the top 20 is Legrafon. 3 of Next esports there, 14th, 16th, 18th. One rider, Torek, in the top 10. Is that enough for them to hold on?
And here's the podium places there. Mikhail Planthro, followed up by Mikhail Kaminsky and Martin Mertens. That's your top three. The preems there, nicely done. We saw Holden, the perfect sprint, pulled off, didn't touch the front, and then taking down that preem as well as getting his series pass. Joe Trudick there in second, followed up by Ruben Dawn. Thomas Perrin taking down the grade with 11 watt per kilogram kick up and over the top of that KOM. Well done from Next Esports with that. Martin Mertens taking second over the top of there, and Mikhail Kaminsky taking third for the preem number 2. Well done to all the racers out there. And some serious passes being handed out as Thomas Perrin and Holden Smoot are able to grab those. And then the top 10 as well, as everybody knows, will get the prize money as well as series passes. John, that was, the setup for the grade definitely was what it was all about, and it did not disappoint. The times and the pressure that was put on, those top 10 really showed that this is where they shine.
Yeah, it really was. And it kind of just made it show. The only rider really that missed from that, if we're honest, is Thomas Perrin. He won the cream to the top of the grade KOM, and then almost just did everything for that and went out the back, which was a bit of a shock really. It could have been a group of 11 and it was down to a group of 10. You see, catching up on a bit of our highlights, this is where the group was all together, riders trying to make those moves on the descent.
Yeah, we did see Josh Harris making a solid move early on to try and get away. I think he was definitely one of the riders who wanted to make a move like Mikhail Kaminsky, and as well as Planthro. Planthro on the kick here. Well done here by him over and over again. This is so interesting from Planthro. Planthro over and over again, non-stop, once we hit this section of course. As soon as we are on the bottom half of that descent, and then into the marina and all the way to the volcano, it was over and over again into the orange numbers. He did not give up on his plan, executed perfectly, and it was not until everybody was saving for their sprint. It really is that moment when you know, John, that everybody's thinking about what's coming next where they have to save for it. That's when you can go. And it was almost like mind reading, isn't it, John? To know this is the moment that everyone's going to be thinking about saving as much as they can. Now is when I'm going to go because I can't save for when they are.
Yeah, it's almost just all that timing, being patient when you really want to just make a move. And patience is key. In a group of 10 like we had, Mikhail really did it well though. He made attacks, he made it hard for the rest of that group throughout. He knew he wasn't the best sprinter. Hats off to him, he was able to make the move perfectly timed at the end. But he definitely tried before that to make sure everyone was softened up. Maybe it was one of those ones, you keep making those moves and the other riders bring you back and they think we can get him, we can control this, we don't need to worry about him. Every time he makes a move we can bring him back. And then you go all in at the end, just the same as Mikhail did. 800 meters to go. But you can see the moves. Harris making a few as we came through the volcano. You always do have to remember how difficult this race was before they get to this point though. Everyone was absolutely on the limit. It's so hard to make a big move to take the win.
Yeah, and one thing I definitely want to highlight as well here is Kaminsky sitting and waiting, as well as Paradines and Van Elst. I think Gel Power as well. I think that their plan was to wait for the sprint. We didn't see them making a whole lot of moves. It was cover and kill, and I think they were trusting for their... And what happens, though, when someone gets away, like what we saw from Planthro here, is it kind of disrupts it a little bit, and somebody has to go earlier than they wanted to, and I think that's exactly what we saw from Van Elst. He ended up being a lead-out man for the rest of the pack, rather than being able to just execute his sprint the way that he wanted to. Mikhail Planthro put a whole lot of disruption in that, and rather than even bringing him back, actually, you end up pulling the whole pack, so it was kind of like the timing was just not quite there for when to bring it back or even when to go because of the disruption of that winning move from Planthro.
It was a perfectly timed attack. You could see obviously we're getting some images of how hard it was and how difficult it was, but the elation when you pull that off, 800 meters to go, kind of just slipped away, got that gap and thought, maybe when you get there, I've got 2 seconds. Oh no, I'm going to have to actually commit and go all the way to the finish. That's exactly what he did. Brilliant end to a brilliant race. And that group of 10, again, hats off to them. They made the race today. Plantaroo, well-deserved winner.
Love to see that celebration, and I think we're going to have a little bit more celebration. Let's go back to OJ, as I believe he's going to be in with our winner, Mikel Plantaroo from Hexagon.
I believe we are as well. Fantastic race, beautifully called. Thank you, boys. And Mikel, I know English you're not the best with, but we're excited to have this chat right now. So first off, congratulations. A great win for you. How hard was it, that entire race, up the grade and then down the other side, and that pack of 10 coming up to the line?
Yeah, I am very happy to win tonight because the last race I'm not here because I had the COVID. And tonight my goal was to win because I love this race with the grad. It's a long climb when I affect, and I am very happy to win. My goal is to attack on the downhill because the super Turk is so bad, and on the finish line I am very bad on the sprint, and my goal was to attack on the last kilometer, and I keep my power up, and it's the last 200 meters was very difficult, but I am very happy.
Mikel, I have to say your English is pretty darn good, almost as good as that sprint at the end. When you went with 800 meters to go, did you feel there would be a stronger reaction from the other riders? Because to start off with, as Nathan and John were saying, they let you slip away.
Yeah, tonight there are a strong guys, and with Kaminski, Ollie Jones, and I love Zwift, but the Sunday I do the my whoosh, and my whoosh is very hard, and when I race on Zwift, for me it's very more easy, but yes, tonight I am very happy to win.
Did you feel there'd be more attacks on the grade? Because you all stayed together, you know, that group of 10 going over the top. We thought maybe somebody would be able to get away, and it just didn't happen.
Yep, on the top of the grad, I am very on the hard. We are 10 guys with Kaminski, Jones, and Co. And on the top of bottom, I am 5 seconds behind the 4 guys, and I'm not stressed because I know it's possible to coming on the front, and on the finish line I am very good legs, and I try to a lot of attacks for use my for Tyron, my companion, and I am very happy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great race to watch. I mean, anything that goes up the grade, we know it's going to be exciting, and it was absolutely that as well. And just a word as well about your celebration. We saw you cross the line, and, you know, it was hands in the air, it was cheering. We can see you're in a barn right now, it seems. How loud were you in the room when you won?
Yep, I am very happy to win tonight because in this moment I am very on the hard. I have the COVID. There are 1 month, and there are 2 weeks. It was complicated for me to push, and tonight it's a celebration when for my victory. But finish tonight, finish alone. Yes, alone. It's I am very happy. my aim is not to finish with the group because it's sure I finish 10th.
Yeah, the best sprint you can win is the sprint you're in on your own. Mikhail, I've been racking my brain for my GCSE French to congratulate you, and all I can think of is bon, congratulations.
Thanks.
Fabulous win. Fabulous win. And there you go, that is your winner of this first race of the Zwift World Series round 2, the men's race is done. Congratulations to Mikhail Plantereau. The Preems as well, won by Holden Camus, the first one, who then had to hold on for, another 35 kilometres. Massive effort to get over the line, and then he held on. And then Preem 2 won by Thomas Perrin, both of those getting themselves happy for the rest of the series. John and Nathan, I mean, it was a great race to watch. Did you think, I mean, I asked to Mikhail there, did you think there was a chance that it was going to break up on the grade? Because it just didn't seem to happen. We thought it was going to go, and it just never did.
I thought it was going to break down. I don't know about John, but I didn't think we were going to have 10 over the top. Obviously, we now have a level, though, that we've never seen before. A lot of times we'd see 2, 3, maybe 5 riders, but now at this point, it really speaks to each team having a specialization, doesn't it, John, when you see a group like that over that kind of a climb?
Yeah, it really was. And it's 10 quality riders. It's the best climbers we have in Zwift. They all got there. It was almost one of those climbs. The grade is so difficult and so hard that you do just ride at your max capability from the bottom all the way to the top. There isn't much chance for tactics to come into it. You can't really back off, make an early move, make an early attack. You saw Perrin from the bottom really at 7 watts per kilo plus from the bottom all the way to the top, and it showed the quality, and it was a deserving top 10. We talk about prize money only going down to the top 10. It couldn't have worked out any better. Our 10 riders made the race today, and then that attack towards the end from Mikhail Plantereau. It's a quality race and a quality field, and again, 10 riders, perfect timing, putting everything on the line, and it was a brilliant race to watch.
One thing also to highlight, I think, there was the riders who are making moves similar to what Plantereau was doing. You know, they were, I think, in the same mindset as him. Josh Harris, although Josh Harris still had a pretty good kick on him, you know, I think his last move was before the volcano action. I think at that point he had calmed things down and ended up was able to pull off a 4th place. But Daniel Turk also making big moves like that, as we saw, and ends up all the way back in 8th place. Let's go ahead and take a look, though. This is your top 10. Currently, Mikhail Kaminsky, Sebastian Jones, followed up by Joe Perreault for your top 3 in the individual classification for the overall. Again, there is an overall series throughout the entirety of the Zwift World Series. Steven Kirchner rounds out your top 4, Dan Turk, and then it's going to be Jasper Parody, Martin Meriton, Johannes Rendrap-Kading, followed up by Nicky Hug and Jeffrey Milord. So that's your top 10 for the individual classification. For the teams, though, it is on. Only a 3-point separation on these totals after 2 rounds. Coalition take over. Well done by Coalition. Next Esports dropped to 2nd place. Avery Synergy there dropped down to 3rd place, as they were, I believe, in 2nd there. Oh, no, excuse me. They hold on to their 3rd place. It's going to be Restart presented by Alex Coe there in 4th. Team Career Swifters in 5th. Movistar 18-6. Hexagon solid there in 7th. Really being let out there by Mikhail Plantereau. Wahoo Esports 8th. Priority T in 9th. BL13 in 10th. Let's go back on over to OJ as we get ready for the ladies.
Thank you so much. Just shows how tight it is at the top of the team, and also in the individuals as well. It goes to show you winning is great, and winning is something you absolutely want to do, but being consistent when you talk about an overall championship, that's where you need to be.